Good day, my dear 4th class students. Last few days back, I taught you Unit 1. There, we have several exercises there. That chapter is about large numbers. There we studied what is the greatest number, what is the smallest number that can be formed with 3 digits, 5 digits, 2 digits, like that. Then also we learned how to put the numbers in an ascending order and how to put the numbers in a descending order. Also we learned about writing the numbers in words. Words means 100, H-U-N-D-R-E-D. You can put 400 means 4 followed by 2 zeros. But when you want to write, you can write 4, F-O-U-R, 4, H-U-N-D-R-E-D. Okay, like that. Then we also learned how to write the numbers in an expanded form and a short form. Ascending order, descending order. And also given such a number of digits, how to form the largest number and also the smallest number. That's what we learned. Like that, we learned several things in the Unit 1. In this Unit 2, we will study about the prime numbers, the factors and multiples. It's a very interesting chapter. First, before I start the chapter, I want to tell you there are more than 50 videos that we already prepared and made accessible to all the students. Out of that, we have, out of the 50 plus videos, we have 9 videos for the 4th class students. I hope you are watching them. If you do not watch them or if you did not watch them, start now. Better late than never. So, start now. So there, in different subjects, you have 6 subjects. Out of the 6 subjects, we have taken some subjects and then we prepared the videos for the first 2 lessons. Okay? Now, I want you to go through them. And also, once you watch the videos, you have to start doing the exercises. We sent a booklet containing the first 2 lessons in each subject and also some exercises. So I want you to listen to the videos and then do the problems. In this Unit 2, which is about prime numbers, factors and multiples, you know what a prime number is. Prime number has a factor of its own and 1. That means if you take 2, let me put it slightly different way. If you take 2, the factors of 2 are 2 and 1. Suppose if you take 4, the factors are 2, 4 and 1. That means it has more than 2 factors. So 4 is not a prime number and that is a composite number. But we will study that a little bit more in detail later. For the present, we will talk about the first let us say the 10 digits or 9 digits, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, in these digits, there are what are called even numbers and odd numbers. Even numbers are those, when you take a number, let us say 756. We are taking what? 756. So the last digit here, or the digit in this unit's place is 6. 6 is there, then we have what is called an odd number, an even number. First I will tell you what are the even numbers? Even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8. These are all called even numbers. Now similarly, we have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. These are called the odd numbers. So once again, let me see the chapter here. 1 second. Okay, so here I can give you some more numbers here. 10, 12, like that. Say 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, like that. These are called odd numbers. These are called even numbers. So a number where you have either in the first digit this place either 2 or 4 or 6 or 8 or 0. Any of these, then the number is an even number. Sarisankyantam. Whereas this one is 13579, 13579. If the number contains in the units place 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, then it is called odd number. Now, it's okay to find out when you look at the smaller numbers like this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 or 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 and 13. How do we know a number, given number, is divisible by either 2 or 3 or 4, 5, like that? We have some techniques or we have some rules to find out. We have some rules to find out whether a given number is divisible by 2, divisible by 3, divisible by 4, like that. Okay? Let me show you what those tricks are, or what those I would say procedures are. Okay. A number, first we call it as divisibility test for 2. Divisibility test for 2. That means divisibility. That means what does it mean? Suppose you have a number and you divide by 2. What is the remainder? Remainder is 0. Then it is divisible by 2. If the remainder is not 0, if it is 1, then we say it is not divisible by 2, it is an odd number. Let us say, for example, 276. Now here the digit in the units place is 6. So I told you for divisible by 2, this must be an even number. If this is an even number, then the number is divisible by 2. Even. So even numbers are, I think I told you, 2, 4, 6, 8, and of course the 1 and 0 also. Okay? Now, here 6 is an even number. So an even number is divisible by 2. Let us try it. See this 276. If you divide by 2, 2 times 1 is 2. Take it out, 7. 2 3 are 6. 1, 6. 16. 2 8 are 16. So the remainder is 0. So 276 is divisible by 2. But we want to find out some techniques, how to find, given a number, how to find whether it is divisible by 2 or not. Suppose I have a number like this, 1, 0, 7, 5, 8, 9, 2. It's a long number. So how many digits are there? There are 7 digits. If you want to find out whether this number is divisible by 2 or not, that means you have to do the long division process. We don't need to do that because you look at the last digit, 2. 2 is an even number. Therefore, this number is divisible by 2. So the formula is a number is divisible by 2 if, and Rasi, Indian case is Sarvete, if the number, if the digit in the units place is an even number. A number is divisible by 2 if, a a number is divisible by 2 if the digit in the units place is an even number. That is the rule to find out a given number whether it is divisible by a 2 or not. I hope you understand this, right? For example, I will give you another example. 7,25,327. Is this divisible by 2 or not? Now here the number in the units place is 7. 7 is odd, O-D-D, odd. So this is not divisible by 2. So if a number should be divisible by 2, that means the digit in units place should be an even number. Even number means 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Now we move on to the next one. So we cover the divisibility test for 2. Already finished it. Now let's go to the finish. How do you find a number, a given number, is divisible by 3 or not? Of course, Bandapat Tantra. You can go with the usual process. You just divide it and then find out. But if you are a smart kid, you don't need to do that. There is a technique. So, for example, you have a number like 34,579. Okay? Now you want to find out if this number is divisible by 3 or not. So, simply, normally what you do, you divide by 3, right? No, you don't have to do that. The technique here is, all you do is just add these numbers. 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. 9 plus 7, 16 plus 5, 21. 21 plus 4, 25 plus 3, 28. Am I correct? 9 plus 7, 16 plus 5, 21. 25 plus 3, 28. 28 is not divisible by 3. Can you divide 28 by 3? No. Because you can see here 28 and 3, 3 9s are 27. So 1. There is a remainder. So this number is not divisible by 3. So given a number, if you want to find out whether it is divisible by 3 or not, what do? Simply add the numbers. Add the number and see if the total is divisible by 3 or not. I will take another example where it is divisible by 60, 4, 5, 8, 7. So this is 6,04,587. Okay, let's find out if this number is divisible by 3 or not. So if we add 6 plus 0 plus 4 plus 5 plus 8 plus 7. So 8 plus 7, 15 plus 5, 20. 20 plus 4, 24 plus nothing is 24 plus 6, that is equal to 30. 30 if you can divide 3 times 30. So there is no remainder is 0. Therefore, this number is divisible by 3. So, what is the technique? Given a number, no matter how many digits are there, all you do is just add them, see if they are divisible by that the total is divisible by 3. Then the number is divisible by 3. So now I will extend this to 9. For example, 9. 9 also the same technique. If you want to find out a given number, if they are divisible by 9 or not, simply what you do, add all the numbers and see if that number total is divisible by 9 or not. So if we add here 6 plus 0 plus 4 plus 5 plus 8 plus 7. So this is 15, 20, 24 plus 6, that is 30. When you divide 30 by 9, if you say 30 divided by 9, 9 3 are 27, there is a remainder 3. So this is not divisible by 9. You understand me? So if you want to find out a given number, whether it is divisible by 9 or not, or 3 or not, all you have to do is you have to simply add all the digits and see if the total is divisible by 3 or 9. Okay? Now next one is about 4. 4 is easy. Suppose you take 6,586, let us say, or just for your convenience, I will say 84. Okay, all right? Okay. So 6,584, I want to find out whether this number is divisible by 4 or not. All you have to do is take only the last two digits. Don't worry about the other one. You don't worry about that. All you do is take the last digit, which is 84. If you divide by 4, 4 2 is 8, 0, and 4 1 is 4, so 0, remainder is 0. Therefore, this 6584 is divisible by 4. Easy. Understand me? So, that's it. Then what you have, so we studied divisible by 3, divisible by 4, divisible by 9. How about divisibility by 5? This is easy. A number is divisible by 5. A number is divisible by 5 if the last digit is either 5 or 0. Let us say 6,375. What is the last digit? That is 5. Therefore, this is divisible by 5. Similarly, I will take 8,440. Here the last digit is 0, so this is divisible by 5. Similarly here. Otherwise, suppose you have 8,764. So here the digit in units place is not 5 or is not 0. Therefore, this is not divisible by 5. Okay, so you did that, you did this. Then the easy one, I will tell you. 6. If you want to try for 6, 6 is the factors for 6 are 2 and 3. So that means a number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by 2 and also divisible by 3. It has to satisfy 2 tests. One is divisibility test for 2, another one is divisibility test for 3. For 2, what is it? You have to look at the last digit. Is it an even number? Yes, it's an even number, so it is divisible. Then for 3, what you do? You add all the numbers and divide by 3. So, a number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by 2 as well as divisible by 3. So, that means you have to first try whether the given number is divisible by 2 or not. That means the last digit has to be an even number. Suppose the last digit is odd number, so you don't need to try for 3 because it's not divisible by 2. Why do you try for 3? You will try for 3 only if the divisibility test for 2 is okay. That means the last digit or digit in units place is an even number. So first of all, look at the number. Look at the last digit. It's an even number. Okay, very good. It is divisible by 2. Then what you do? For the divisibility test by 3, what you do? You add all the numbers, divide by 3, if it is divisible. So since the number is divisible by 2 as well as by 3, therefore the number is divisible by 6. So for divisibility by number 6 has 2 tests. First test is for 2, second test is for 3. So when a given number, if you want to test whether the number is divisible by 2 and divisible by 6, first you try for 2. Try for 2 means the last digit has to be an even number. Alright, it is an even number. Then what you do? You add all the numbers and see if the number, the total is divisible by 3. If it is divisible, then the number is divisible by 6. Otherwise, the number is not divisible by 6. Okay. Then we have another one we have is divisibility by 10. 10, a number is divisible by 10 if the last digit, for example, 8,950. So the last digit has to be 0. If the last digit is 0, then the number is divisible by 10. So if the, suppose you have 8,955. So this is not divisible by 10 because the number in the unit place is not 0. So here, so in this chapter, I'll move on to the next one in the part of it. In this, we have divisibility tests for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Now, let me summarize it. So there are the numbers. There are two types of numbers. One is odd number, another one is even numbers. So even numbers are the numbers that end up with 2, 4, 6, 8, 0. Whereas the odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Now, odd numbers, when you divide by 2, you will have a remainder of 1. Okay? Now, having understood what is an odd number and what is an even number, now we will think about divisibility test. We'll review the divisibility test for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Now, for the first one is divisible by 2. A number is divisible by 2 if the last digit or the digit in the units place is either 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Then we think about divisibility by 3. That means a number is divisible by 3 if the sum of the numbers is divisible by 3. Similarly, for 9, if the sum of the numbers is divisible by 9, then the number is divisible by 9. Then we have 4. For 4, you take the, no matter how big the number is, you consider only the last 2 digits. If the last 2 digits are divisible by 4, then the number is divisible by 4. For the divisibility test by 5, the digit in units place has to be either 5 or 0. If the digit in the units place is either 5 or 0, then the number is divisible by 5. Then we come to 10. The number in the units place or the units place is 0, then the number is divisible by 10. Otherwise it is not. So now you studied in this part 1 odd and even numbers and the divisibility test. Let me see the exercises. Okay, there are exercises here. Exercise 2.1 is here, and then we'll think about what are the multiples and factors and all that. Here we have several exercises. You can see there are several exercises here. There you have to check whether a particular number is divisible by 2, 3, 4, like that. So you have to do all these problems. So I told you for checking whether a particular number is divisible by 6. First what you have to do is you have to check the divisibility by 2 and then the check divisibility by 3. For divisible by 2, it has to be an even number. The number, the digit in the units place has to be an even number. And then of course to test for 3, divisibility by 3, what you do is add all the numbers, and if the numbers add up, the total is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 6. So students, I hope you understood it. And again, once again, talk to your parents, get their books. Without test books, you cannot progress further. So I told you whether there is corona, whether there is school or no school, we will continue recording. As long as we get response from you. If we do it and you don't respond, we are making phone calls, we don't get a good feedback, maybe we will slow down. But that's all in your hands. If you work hard, if you read, watch the videos, and then do the exercises, Srujana is here to help you. We do not lose any major portion of the academic year. It is all in your hands. Parents, it is all in your hands. They have to have the books and make sure that they watch the videos. If you like the video, share it. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.